So, I'm sure you've all seen the election results by now. And we've found ourselves with a Labour government. But not just that, it's a Labour landslide. And obviously this was going to be the case. But now that we're actually here, staring down the barrel of a couple of years of a Labour government, like they're going to go full force on the cringe. But when I was watching the election results, it's one of those things where, and I kind of wanted to get your opinion on this as well. Do you think they got their landslide because the Conservatives did awful? Like, was it because the Tories were just like the worst party in the world for the last couple of years? Or do you actually think that people were keen to get a Labour government? Like, I do have a mate who's like pretty far left, and he really doesn't like Keir Starmer. And I know that's just like one person, so it is kind of like anecdotal. But I just don't think that people were that keen for Labour to win. I think it was more that the Conservatives just did an awful job. But it really is an end of an era as well. Like, no more Rishi Sunak. Can you imagine that? Just no more. Oh, look at this one. Here he is. Is that like bread and butter? It looks like malted loaf and I'm not quite sure. But yeah, no more Rishi Sunak. It really is an end of an era. And a lot of people do actually say in the comments, and rightly so, it's like you imagine the situation now with Sadiq Khan. He's no longer battling a Conservative government. And it's going to be up and down the country with similar people. It just means he's going to have a lot more support inside Parliament. And like I said, just seeing it on TV, Labour landslide, it really is awful. Because now we just got Prime Minister Keir Starmer. And then you got Reform as well. They're currently projected at 13. I've got it on the TV here. So they've also done pretty well. But like I said, do you think that it was because the Conservatives just did a very bad job and that's what's led to the Labour landslide? Or do you think that people were actually keen for a Labour government? Because personally I know one, but you might know a few more than me. You really can't beat an election night. I remember I booked off for work. It was 2016. I'll never forget. I booked Brexit off of work like the day after, so I could stay up and watch it. I'll never forget. I was pretty much just flicking through CNBC and Sky at the time. And then I also did it for Trump as well in 2016. And honestly, you can't beat an election night. I remember I did a poll a couple of weeks ago, like a poll on the channel, saying like how many people are going to watch it. And I think it was about 14% said that they were. But I think as you get closer to the election time, people do get a bit more excited. But yeah, you really can't beat election night. I'll never forget just staying up. But having said that, thank you very much for becoming one of the 38,533 subscribers. And thank you for checking out this video on screen.
This country has gone crazy.